what were some of the pain points that you experienced that you feel like is pretty standard for most brokers to experience, and how that led you to certain solutions within EpochOS?
Yeah, so for me, it evolved into the idea of launching a software company. Like I knew I wanted to start a software company. I always have. I started a website hosting business when I was a teenager, and do it back when Google Ads were called Google AdSense.
Yeah.
I figured that out. We did free website hosting, put ads on there, and that's how we got revenue. So I think we earned like $14,000 in like ads or something like that. This is probably back, I think it was right around when Google was going public. And, I'm like 13, 14 years old, pulling in, 13, 14 grand. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my dipping my toes in the sand of, being in the technology space. And, it took me a long time to it really just kind of hit me in the face. I'm like, holy shit, like these problems can't be just mine, as I'm scaling. So my immediate thing that I identified that was taking the most time was payroll. Efficiently and compliantly calculating commission for loan officers, giving loan officers visibility and pay transparency in an easy way. We had no way to do that. So we're literally filling this out on a Google Sheet, sharing it with each loan officer individually, every pay period, barely making payroll on time. And I'm paying somebody over $40,000 a year, and about 40% of her job is just doing payroll. So I'm like, there's got to be a better way here. And there's only one other software platform that I know of that offers something like this in the mortgage industry. And I talked to them, and they were like, we'll cut you a deal. We think we might want to get in the broker channel. It'll be $600 a month. This is why I had 3 loan officers. I'm like, there's no way on earth that any brokerage, if they're smart, are going to spend that kind of money to calculate commission. I mean, I guess if it's better than paying somebody 40 grand. But by the time I got to that, on a scale, they probably would have been charging me more than 40
on a per user basis. That would have gone up.
Exactly. Yeah. So I wanted to build something that was more economical for mortgage brokers. And then I was like, all right, now this piece of the puzzle is hard, is reconciling the revenue transaction. So if you're properly, we don't have to get it too much in the weeds on the counting, but if you're doing it properly, you should be breaking out the check in when you receive it, because you got your revenue, you've got your pass-through reimbursements that you probably fronted, like credit report, maybe appraisal, VOEs. If you're doing manufacturing, IBT, all these different reimbursements, you should be splitting those all out and assigning them to the proper account of QuickBooks. And it's very time consuming. And then if you want to be able to generate a P&L in QuickBooks on every single loan officer, you have to assign a class to each transaction as well, and each line in there. So it's, it could take you 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes just to, verify with your bank transaction and split the transaction, identifying who it's for, all that. It's just a lot of data entry and very time consuming. So what we're also working on building is integrating with QuickBooks to post those journal entries automatically. We're going to be, we're going to have the loan level, kind of reconciliation for the loan accounting, and then push it right into QuickBooks. So
that's great.
It's all kind of boring stuff, but it's so incredibly time consuming that now anybody that, they're hiring like a, compliance manager or whatever that's doing all this kind of different things, now they're freed up to do other stuff to help the business grow.